Good evening and welcome to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen meeting. It is November 4th, 2025, and it is 6 p.m. Call this meeting to order. We do have a quorum. If everyone will please rise for the prayer and the pledge.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you now and we just pray for the safety and protection and provision of all of our first responders, our citizens, and our city employees and their family. Lord, please give this board and our advisors the wisdom and courage to make good decisions on behalf of our citizens. And may you provide your blessing on the city of La Vergne. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item we have tonight is to approve the minutes from the October 2nd, 2025 workshop, the October 9th, 2025 public hearing, and regular meeting. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve from Alderwoman Haas. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Vice Mayor No. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We've got no one signed up for the public comment period. And then moving on to departmental reports. Chief Mays.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Board of Aldermen. I don't really have a report for you. All of our statistics are attached to our CAD system, which has been compromised. So I do have some staffing updates to provide with you. I met with Andrew earlier today. And so of the 104 budgeted positions that we have within the La Vergne Police Department, 89 are currently filled or have a candidate attached to it. We have several people that have accepted like an initial offer but are waiting to complete the process before we give them a complete formal offer through the mayor. Of the 78 sworn officer positions, recruitment efforts are still strong. We have 8 patrol candidates that are in background checks. 17 positions are open. But if we have all 8 in the background process, we'll just have 9 remaining open afterwards. In terms of dispatch, we're still trying to fill those positions, and it's nearly complete. We have 4 dispatch candidates that are currently in the background check portion of the hiring process, leaving only 1 open position. So hopefully those 4 will finish through the process, and that will alleviate some of our staffing issues in the dispatch center. In terms of some internal advancement opportunities, we have 3 sergeant promotion opportunities. We just opened those up for application today, and 1 captain and 1 detective position still remain open, and we'll be reviewing that and seeing how our staffing looks so that we can maybe fill those positions in the future going into 2026. So recruitment is a priority here for us. We continue to pour our efforts into that, and we're trying to make sure that we're hiring not just anybody, but the right people that are going to be able to do this job properly for the citizens of La Vergne. So we're proud of the people that have joined our ranks. We had a badge pinning ceremony yesterday, Friday, and we're anxious to get those 3 officers out on the street and in their field training program. So, and we have 3 others in-house that are scheduled to go to the academy in January. So things are looking up. We're moving forward. So if there's any questions in regards to that or anything, I'd be happy to try to answer them without having any data at my fingertips.
Anyone have any questions? Thank you, Chief.
All right, you're welcome.
Moving on to the fire department, who has a report for us. Chief Beasley.
Well, let me just give some credit where credit's due. The dispatch office that works under Chief Mays is doing an incredible job that helps us. We do have some of the same challenges that he does with the CAD system, but we have an outside software that we've been able to work with the dispatchers that's entering information for us externally on an app that we've been able to keep our stuff going. So I wanted to recognize our dispatchers to begin with. So I'm glad that you're getting those other 4. It's huge. So can't say enough about what they do for the city and for the fire and police department. Mayor, Vice Mayor, Alderman, I hope that you've had an opportunity to review our reports. We do have one box that is red and with unknown numbers for our run times or scene times, but the rest of it seems to be tracking right along as normal. Fairly busy month. We're doing a lot of training, taking advantage of the good weather and moving forward. So, do y'all have any questions?
Anyone have any questions? Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, sir.
Moving on to Parks and Recreation Department, Mr. David McGowan, who also has a report.
We weren't going to let you down. We knew police department was going to falter, so we had to step up to the plate.
Shots fired.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Board, thank you. You guys have the parks numbers for the month. You can see 88 help desk tickets on the maintenance side, 707 man hours devoted to those. Past events, October 25th, Goblins and Goodies. Vice Mayor dialed up a perfect day, great turnout, nonstop kids from the time it started to the time it ended. Thank every department that came out and assisted in that. Upcoming events, November 7th. This Friday, that'll be our last community workshop at the multipurpose building. Learning Made Fun. It's a wreath-making class. The library is going to step in and help us out. Miss Donna and Tammy are going to tackle that. November 11th is Veterans Day ceremony here at City Hall. It will start at 11 o'clock. We have 3 speakers, Johnny Victory, Major Harris, and Sergeant First Class Jason Martin. Vergne High School Color Guard will present the colors. The national anthem will be by Maya Logan, and Donna Arsenault will play taps. That's next Tuesday at 11 here in the boardroom. Upcoming events, November 17th, Park and Rec Advisory Committee at 5, and then the beautification will follow that at 6. Any questions? And before I leave, let me give a big shout out to the street department. If you have traveled down Sand Hill Road going towards Stones River, that manhole cover is like running over butter right now. They did an amazing job on that.
I knew something was different. I went over by there today.
Yeah, it's amazing. You can't even tell it. Before it was like he was going to blow a tire out. Now it's smooth as glass.
David, I want to say the Goblins and Goodies event, whenever I got there, I was initially concerned because usually we're used to a lot of kids already being there and ready to go. But they showed up en masse, and we got to the point where we're running out of candy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that many kids.
We had a vendor that showed up late that decided not to set up a tent, so he donated about 100 pounds of candy, which really came in handy. Our kids' numbers were there. Vendor numbers were down a little bit. Don't know if that's economy, price of candy, or whatever it was, but it was a great turnout. I think every kid went away happy, so that was our goal. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Moving on to the library, Miss Donna Bebout, who also has a report.
Just got to be creative.
Chief. Hey, Chief Mays, the door's that way.
I'll take I'm going to boogie.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Aldermen, good evening. The October statistics will be available as soon as possible. And I do want to go ahead and say that the Library Board meeting will meet Monday, November 10th, here in the boardroom at 5 p.m. The library remains closed through Saturday, November the 8th. I wanted to let you know that during the closure, our library staff have rotated hours in the building. They have cleaned, emptied book drops, and most importantly, they've been available for our patrons that drive up to help with faxing, making copies, laminating, and allowing them to use the driver's kiosk. That has been very helpful to our community. I appreciate the staff. It was out of their comfort zone at times, but they really stepped up and did a great job. Now, the library will reopen on Monday, November 10th, 2025. The hours will be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, so we will not be open until 7. We will have limited services available, and these will include use of the driver's license kiosk, making copies, printing is not available. We can fax and we can laminate. Patron computers will not be available. Staff computers are not available. So the staff will not be able to check in or check out items. We will not have any regular story times until further notice. Sounds like we're not doing a whole lot, but you will be surprised at the number of driver's license kiosk people that come through. And if people want to come in and sit and read a book in-house, we will be very happy for that. We have tutors who actually tutor students at the library, so that will be available for them. We're going to try to do as much as possible. The main thing I do want to stress to the public is no patron computers. And that's one reason we are not staying open until 7, because generally from 5 until 7, it's just the people who need to get on the computers or who would like to get on the computers. We're hoping that will be resolved soon, when it's time for it to be resolved. The library, I hate to even say this, will close the following days. Veterans Day, Tuesday, November the 11th, and Thanksgiving holiday, November 27th, 28th, and then the staff take a regular day off on the 29th so that they can have a long Thanksgiving holiday like our other city departments. Now, at this time, I would like to ask for a volunteer to come up. Any volunteer?
Kara?
Well, come on up. Our police chief, Chris Mace.
He's trying to redeem himself.
Oh, he's going to redeem himself. Come on. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, because our Great Pumpkin Party got squashed.
Oh.
I like that. We were not able to do it. We decided to do a Laverne Library turkey trot.
Oh.
Yes. So on Tuesday, November 25th, at 5 p.m., we would like for you to waddle on over to the library for a festive turkey trot story time. Be ready to make a fun craft.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Careful what you volunteered for.
Just stick it on your head. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Very fun craft. Oh, Donna, stay. And you know, it's always fun when you make a hat, you have to have glasses.
Look how red he is.
Ronnie, this is your job.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, my God.
Hold on now, you know we got to have pictures.
Wow.
Wait.
Are you going to patrol like this?
Yeah. I think everybody take me seriously.
License and registration.
First, yes.
So this is our fun craft that we're going to do. Don't you think the families are going to enjoy that?
Absolutely.
Yes, very much so. Oh, you look good.
I'm as red as an apple.
You can wear that for the rest of the meeting.
Along with making this very fun craft, they're going to listen to a silly turkey tale. Do you like all these little puns put in? And then they're going to trot around the library. Do you want to trot like a turkey? And they will be collecting the treats that we had from the Great Pumpkin Party. So it's perfect for little turkeys and their families. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Right. Thank you. Are there any questions for the turkey?
So this portion of our meeting, because of the trouble, will never be televised.
I'm sure we can find some way to recreate it.
HR has a video of the whole thing. We'll be taking care of that later.
Donna, I know that I know how compassionate you are about your library, about your people, about the citizens, and I know deep down this closed business is hurting, haunting you, and I know you can't wait till things get back to normal and you can start welcoming people in and
Absolutely.
get back to business.
Absolutely. And thank you for saying that. All of the staff has a passion for what they do. It's sometimes a very difficult job, but it's a very rewarding job. So.
And I know you was ready for the big pumpkin smash.
Oh, we were so ready. So ready, and it didn't happen, so that's why we're going to do the turkey trot.
So I don't think many people in here know this, Miss Donna.
What's that?
Today's your 20-year anniversary
Here
with the
with
city.
the city, yes.
Wow. So think of that dedication.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's been a ride.
We appreciate your dedication to the city, to the library, and to our residents.
Thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you.
my pleasure.
Now to follow that up, we've got the Finance Department. For obvious reasons, we do not have a report, but you will find a report for the debt obligation, both the general obligation and the water sewer obligation. That is in your packets. So there still is a report, Chief.
Oh,
Last but not least, we have the water treatment plant, Mr. Danny Campbell.
and he has a report.
I was trying to get out of that one, but
I didn't say it that time.
of all times to follow Miss Donna on our 20th anniversary. Thanks, Miss Danielle, for no. Mayor, Vice Mayor, Board, I hope you've had an opportunity to review our monthly report for the water treatment plant for the month of October. Just a couple of things. Infomark was happy to take part in the Goblins and Goodies event. Thank you to Kathy Melendi for the great weather, because we know, track record. It was great to again interact with all the citizens and that sort of thing. Seeing all the kids all dressed up, they were happy. I kind of felt the same way when we first showed up. I was wondering if there was going to be more people, and I should have been careful what I wished for, because there was a lot of people there. So it was good, though. Also, we are continuing our flushing program. We are a little behind compared to most years. Excuse me. We had some truck trouble in October. So once those got back up and running, we were able to get back out on the road and do our flushing. Any questions?
Can you take us through the complaints?
I can. This month in October, we had 2 customer complaints, both for low pressure. They were both dealing with their pressure regulating valves. They did have enough pressure that we're supposed to supply. Both places had 60 pounds of pressure. So we did recommend that they contact a plumber or the vice mayor to take a look at their PRV.
How long do those usually last, Steve?
I've been in my house 32 years and I've changed it twice. So.
And they can just be, sometimes they just need to be adjusted. It's just a nut that they can be adjusted. Unfortunately, we are not, when we go out to the customer complaints, we're not allowed to adjust that, so we have to recommend it. Sometimes we will walk the customer through it as well, so that we can assist them in that way, save them some money.
Now, if anyone has any concerns about their water complaint, where do they call?
Call Chief Mays. 615-793-6536, option 2. Since we're on the subject of phones, I do want to say thank you to Glenn and his department in getting the water treatment plant set up with our new phones and everything. So they work great. It's a great new system, so we greatly appreciate it.
Wonderful. Anyone else have any questions? Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Moving on to old business, second reading ordinance 2025-33, an ordinance to amend Title 9, Chapter 8, Section 9-8033 of the Vergne Municipal Code regarding the location of an adult business. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve from Alderwoman Haas. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Vice Mayor No. Any discussion? Alderwoman Hobbs.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Alderwoman Haas.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
And I vote aye. That motion passes. Moving on to the consent agenda. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve from Vice Mayor No. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Alderman Coates. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. Moving on to new business. First reading ordinance 2025-34. An ordinance to amend the City of Laverne zoning ordinance by changing the official zoning map for tax map 15M, Group E, Parcel 11. Property consists of approximately 0.60 acres. Property located at 130 Old Waldron Road. Current zoning is R1 Low Density Residential Zoning District. Proposed zoning is C2 Highway Service Commercial Zoning District. This received an unfavorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on September 30th, 2025, and we did have a public hearing earlier this evening. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to deny.
Have a motion to deny from Vice Mayor No. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Alderwoman Hobbs. Any discussion? Alderwoman Hobbs.
I approve the motion to deny.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Alderwoman Haas.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion passes. Number 7, motion to approve change orders number 3 and 4 with Solomon Builders for the Brookside Park construction project. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to
Second
approve.
for discussion.
Have a motion to approve from Alderwoman Haas and a second from Alderwoman Hobbs for discussion. Alderwoman Hobbs.
Okay. I've got a lot of questions, so I'm going to need Gary and David to help me on this.
And I would lay odds Kyle too.
How about we just let Kyle do it?
I'm good. We'll see how good y'all do.
Second the motion.
Okay, so I talked with Kyle a little bit about this week. I have a colleague of mine that is a PE, and so she was kind of cluing me in that there are some engineers, contractors out there that carry insurances for this type of thing. So my first question was who made the decision not to do the geotechnical study?
The design engineer.
Right. So do they not have some type of insurance that would cover this change order?
It's called errors and omissions insurance, and there has to be an error or an omission.
Okay.
So they put on the plans clearly that they weren't doing it, and then they put a process out there to account for the fact that they weren't doing it, and they were operating, they thought, in the best interest of the city in terms of fiscal responsibility.
Sure.
So in my personal opinion, that does not constitute an error or an omission.
Okay. So my second question is do you anticipate additional change orders for this project?
The big ones are probably behind us, but it is possible. See, we still have, what's going to happen next is they're going to scrape the dirt off, if given that y'all approve this, put gravel on there with a plastic called geogrid underneath it to add strength. But the nature of dirt is you don't know it's going to pass the proof roll test until you've built it and you proof roll it. And then we'll see. So it is possible. At this point, I think the solution will work, but we won't know till it's actually done.
So I guess my second question, I talked to David a little bit about this earlier, was about we applied for a Blue Cross Blue Shield grant for playground equipment, and with, taking money from the funds for the playground, if it would be possible for us to use that grant for the playground equipment for this particular project. David, would you care to answer that for the board?
I don't have a good answer for you guys on that. We will not know if we are awarded that until the end of December. When we submitted that, it was for a specific location, with us being able to get the land prepped by the second quarter of next year. If we're awarded that, is it a possibility we can move that to another site? I don't know. I'd hate to answer that because I just don't know. I'd hate for me to say yes, and then you guys plan on us taking that if we're awarded it and move it over there, and then it not be possible through Blue Cross. I will say that there was $90,000 in this year's budget for the playground equipment The reality of us being able to use that in this fiscal year with the window shrinking was going to be up against the wall anyway. They're fixing to hit 3, 4, 5 months of bad weather. How much earth can they move in the mud? So our deadline, the fiscal year ends end of June. Our deadline for TDEC to complete this project is like mid-August of next year. So that $90,000 that was going towards playground equipment, if you guys decide to funnel that over here, of course we're going to have to do something in the next fiscal year, but the reality of us actually being able to get the playground equipment ordered and installed in this fiscal year with the window shrinking, we were going to be up against the wall on that.
And then there are, just from where I've talked to different groups, some of the playground companies themselves, they say they offer their own grants. Realistically, it's a discount on the actual product. But there are some of those out there. We can go back through some of those because I've still got some of that information, and we can see what we can get with that money.
I will just say that TDEC's half on this was like $202,000. It's a matching grant, 50-50. So no matter, with transparency, if this cost increases more, what you're getting from TDEC is what the contract price. So if a couple more change orders come through and it hits another $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, we're on the hook for that. TDEC will not jump in and help us out on that part.
And I will point out, too, that if we do not complete the project, so if the board votes not to move forward with the change order, we don't complete the project, we would forfeit the grant money. So we would be forfeiting any reimbursements we've already received. And, of course, it would go as a grant that we had to return because of not being completed with it.
Yeah, and my understanding of what Kyle just said is correct. Anything they've reimbursed to us, we would have to pay back. There have been a couple other payments made to Solomon Builders that we have not requested payment from the state for yet because we just didn't know where this was going. We didn't want to request payment from them, then pay us. We decided that we're not going to move forward with it, and then we just have to reimburse them more money.
Any other questions for Gary, David, or Kyle?
I don't have any more questions, but I guess I wanted to put this on the agenda so I could more so discuss it with the board. But I just have concerns about the total cost of this project. I feel that money might be allocated better, perhaps towards police funding for renovation, something like that. We have approved twinning stations out there that's going to provide a walking trail, other recreational opportunities, good green space, supposedly. So I think that's, in consideration as far as opportunities for recreation space. I know they're not going to put a playground out at twinning stations, or that's not necessarily in the plan. But, again, I just feel like this might turn into a money pit for us. And so my reservation on this project is just funding. I'd rather see that funding go towards the police department or other more essential needs for the city. That's all I have to share.
I think those are valid points. Gary, can you come back up here? I want to. When you said that the wording in that contract was about the eras.
No, sir. The designer made a conscious decision operating, they felt, in the best interest of the city to not do a geotechnical report. And I talked about that some.
So they said that was good for us?
Correct. Because, like I explained the other day, a geotechnical report is not like radar. They're punching holes. So they do not see all of the dirt that's under there. So there's, at best, a 50-50 chance that a geotechnical report would have found these unsuitable soils. So we could have paid for a geotechnical report on, and still had this problem. It's a high likelihood we would.
How much would that have cost, that geotechnical study? How much additional would that have cost?
Probably about $15,000 to $20,000.
So now we're $76,000.
That's correct.
The nature of it, yeah.
Yeah, but again, we could have paid the $20,000 and still be looking at $76,000. It's the nature of geotechnical reports. It is not a map of every single bit. And again, like I talked about last week, the Public Works building, we had a very detailed geotechnical report and paid over $100,000 in soils-related change orders for this exact same kind of thing. So the engineer was operating in the best interest, and they clearly had a plan for, because we're not doing a geotechnical report, do this, 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 and this. We had some intense meetings with the contractor. Their geotech came out and confirmed they did follow those. So everybody followed their contracts, but we still ended up here, and that. Honestly, with dirt, that happens sometimes.
These contractors, are they contractors that we've done business with before?
The city has not. Solomon Builders has been in town for a long time. I built some banks with them back in the 90s.
So they think this will be the final?
Again, it's a dirt project, and I can't promise that.
And Kyle, you said that if we don't move forward with this, we lose the $202,000?
Yes, we would not receive the $201,876. We would lose that. However, like David mentioned earlier, we have not requested a reimbursement on the construction cost yet. So what we would owe right now to the state that I'm tracking is $14,682, because that was a match that they agreed to on the design, or that we agreed to with the contract with the state. So we would have to owe that back, and then we would not receive the additional $187,000 roughly to go toward the construction. And one thing I would point out is that we've already spent $108,000 roughly on the construction, and that's up to Pay App 3, which we have not received yet. And right. I would assume that Pay App 3 is probably $70,000, $80,000 at least, I'm sure.
I don't think it'd be that high, because a lot of it was the stop time. But if we terminated the contract, we do a termination for convenience, which means by contract we would owe them all of their costs up to the date that we notified them that we were terminating. So there would be another pay application, and it would be significant.
So you'd probably spend roughly what we would have spent on this project is going to be pushing, let's just say $200,000, and we end up with what you have out there today. So if you've drove out there recently and looked at the ground, that's what we would end up with, and not have a complete project.
I know them people on that side have waited a long time for this, and I think we need to park. A lot of good valid points, but it sounds to me like we need to go ahead and get this done. Unfortunately, it's going to cost some extra money, and I just think we need to move forward and get the park done for the people.
Gary, I just want to say, I respect your professionalism. I think you do a great job. This was not an attack on you personally. I think you're a very smart guy.
So all the tears I cried earlier were for nothing? Thank you. Thank you, Alderman Hobbs. I appreciate it.
Andrew, you have to strike that complaint from Gary. Anyone else?
I mean, Brookside have been waiting a long time for this. I mean, I know it's additional money and the points are well taken, but Brookside's been waiting a long, long time for this park. A long time.
I'm going to say all of the South Side has been waiting. I remember when I came in as an alderman, we referred to that side of town as the forgotten side of Laverne. And so it's definitely adding on to this and knowing that this is a work in progress, that we've still got more work to do with it. I think it's something the residents overall want. But unfortunately, there's times under the soil you find out aren't good.
Yeah, there's definitely some catch-22 situation here.
Any other discussion?
There's some of us that were okay with being forgot about over there.
Well, that was before y'all came along,
I know.
for the ridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
So with that, we've got a motion, we've got a second, and it's a motion to approve. Alderwoman Hobbs.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Alderwoman Haas.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
I vote aye. That motion passes. Next, we have motion to approve an agreement with Celtic Bank to utilize the ramp purchasing card program. I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Alderman Coates. Any discussion? Alderwoman Hobbs.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Alderwoman Haas.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
And I vote aye. That motion passes. Moving on to appoint or remove board and committee members. First, we have the Planning Commission. We've got one term vacant, and that's where Terry Coleman resigned. We've got 2 terms that expired on Halloween. The 2 terms that expired are Earl Garvin and Jim Hessman. Both of them want to remain on the board. And then we do also have 2 applicants, Charlie Jones and Justin Greer. I will appoint Earl Garvin Jr., Jim Hessman, and Justin Greer to those openings. Then moving on to the Laverne Industrial Development Board, we've got 1 term that is vacant, 2 terms that have expired. The vacancy is from where Terry Coleman has resigned. The terms that have expired are Laura Davidson and Mark Molinar. And the applicants that we have for this are Brett Windrow and Anthony Honeycutt. I'll make a motion to put Laura Davidson, Mark Molinar, and Anthony Honeycutt on the Laverne Industrial Development Board.
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Haas. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. Moving on to Mayor and Alderman comments. Alderwoman Hobbs.
I don't have anything for this evening. Thank you guys, everybody who participated in my little discussion. Thank you.
Alderman Coates.
Nothing this evening.
Alderwoman Haas.
Happy Thanksgiving and safe travels.
Vice Mayor No.
First thing, Mr. Mayor, don't we have somebody I seen it floating around City Hall. Don't we have somebody that's got a birthday?
Someone who just recently had a birthday.
Do we know who it was yet?
I think they're sitting on the front row.
Oh, well, there's only one person. I guess that would. So we want to wish her a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
Would it be okay if we ask her age?
No.
No.
Boy, there wasn't even a pause on that one.
Okay, my next thing is myself and a group of people have we're trying to put together a thing to feed some unfortunate families for Thanksgiving in Laverne. We've got several. We've had plenty of donors. If all of you all would pitch in, and if anybody's listening, we'd like to have about 4 more families. If you know somebody that's going to need some Thanksgiving stuff, we're going to volunteer to do that. And last but not least, cold weather's coming up, so check on your animals and make sure they got ample water.
And your neighbors.
That's it.
The elderly. You
The
forgot
elderly.
Check on everyone.
Check on everyone.
So, piggybacking off the Vice Mayor, I do want to mention the City of Laverne's Thanksgiving food drive. The city is still collecting non-perishable proteins such as canned meats and beans, canned vegetables, crackers, and cereal. We've been working with BJ's Wholesale, which has some bins still out front. A lot of food. I ran into one of our police officers and Miss Donna out there collecting. So if you get a chance, you can drop stuff off at City Hall, the police station, the fire station, at the Public Works building. We've got lots of different places. And then we've also got the City of Laverne's Christmas toy store coming up, where we're accepting donations for that. And we have a Walmart registry going on. So and Amazon. So if you've got a chance to help out those in our community, we please ask you to do so. It's the season of giving, and we want to make sure that as many people as possible in this community are taken care of that need help. With that said, I will remind us that Chief Mays didn't have a report and call this meeting adjourned.